Mielle Organics gave me the best wash and go ever since my hair has been this length. So why am I not making it my staple product, my go-to, my holy grail? Well, stay tuned. Watch this product review with detailed application and you'll have a better understanding of why. Hi everyone, this is Abena. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Embrace Natural Beauty, where it has been my goal to share with you simple tips and techniques that have been helpful to me in my very own natural hair journey, which has been 5.5 years now, that have helped me to maintain my hair, to keep it in good condition and retain length, which was always my goal, because I want all of you who are watching and who follow me to better maintain your hair, to keep it in good condition and retain length if that happens to be your goal, so that you enjoy your hair and embrace natural beauty of your own. In this video, I'm going to share with you my review with application of the Mielle Organics product line that I use to style this wash and go, which happens to be day 6. As you guys may already know, who've been following me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and Periscope, I shared immediately what my experience was like because I really had a great wash day, I had a great day 2, and so forth. And so in this video, you're going to see the application, and I'm going to talk about, what I thought about the products as I went along throughout the process. But then I also want you to know, a number of you had asked me, why did I use 3 products, to style my wash and go when normally I just use 2? Well, again, it's because I was reviewing this product line. They had several items in the product line. Actually, there was one I chose not to even add because I'm like, okay, I already have enough, and I don't really use oils, but it was the mint almond oil is another product in their line. So why they have all these products is because people like to have options, and a lot of people like to load their hair up with a lot of products. But those of you who have been following me for a while, you know I don't use a lot of products when I style my wash and go. I typically use 2. So eventually at some point I will just use either the leave-in by itself, the white peony by itself, or I'll use the avocado hair milk by itself, of course, with the styling gel, so that it would just be the 2 products instead of the 3. But for now, watch the video, see my review of the 3 products that I use to style this wash and go. So this was my first time styling my hair with Mielle Organics. I actually did this on March 14th. And on this day, my hair was loaded with product because I had done a review, or I was trying a product for the first time. It was TGIN. I got a really bad wash day. Hair was too big. See there in the right hand corner. So the very next day I refreshed. I basically redid my hair with the Shea Moisture Low Porosity Protein Free Leave-In Detangler and Echo Styler on top of the TGIN. I just, added water and then applied the product. So what I wanted to do on this wash day was make sure I thoroughly removed all of the product, and so I used a clarifying shampoo, or rather I used a gentle shampoo, the Abena Brilliant shampoo. It contains sulfate, so it's a deep cleansing shampoo, and I wanted to make sure I gave Mielle Organics a fresh start on very clean hair. So that's the Brilliant, and now I'm going to move on to the Mielle Organics Babassu shampoo, conditioning shampoo. Now, when I first applied this, as you can see, it goes on very thick. And I took a moment, I picked it back up and started to look at it like, what's going on here? What am I feeling? But yeah, it looks like it's really coating my hair, right? And so just like I would with any other shampoo, I, completely cover the hair. My scalp was already clean, so I concentrated this specifically on my hair. Whereas the Brilliant, I concentrated on my scalp and my hair. So now I'm going to use the detangling co-wash as my conditioner step for detangling. Normally what I do is use a conditioner at this step. And I'm feeling my hair here now just to assess it after having washed it with the Babassu conditioning shampoo. And I'm recognizing that it does feel a little rough, but not as rough as it did when I finished washing my hair with the Brilliant by Abena. So it's definitely a gentle cleansing shampoo. So now that I'm putting the co-wash, as I'm using it as a conditioner, I'm applying it heavily throughout my hair so I can begin to detangle. It As I went ahead and I applied it to my entire head, before I could start detangling, my hair already started to feel dry. So it looks like I'm rinsing product out, but technically I'm just adding a lot of water so I can have some good slip in order to do my detangling. And typically when I detangle, I start with my fingers, do finger detangling, and then I move on to the wide tooth comb and proceed to the fine tooth. So I'm showing you as much detail as possible so you can get an idea of what I did on that wash day. So here I am with the wide tooth comb, as I usually am. It seems to be just fine. Again, because I did add the water to add some lubrication and slip. It started to feel dry again, so I added some more water. I added some more water and I added some more of the co-wash, and I continued to detangle with the wide tooth comb. Now I'm finally moved on to the fine tooth comb. This seemed simple enough. It didn't bother me or wasn't giving me any more issues in terms of the dryness. I already had enough, looks like I had enough moisture in my hair to complete the detangling. And looks like I'm rinsing it out. Honestly, I don't remember at this point, but I put it back up, so I think I just put some more conditioner in it to make sure it stayed lubricated and moist, and then proceeded to the low porosity section, because this is the section I want to show you me applying the product to for the wash and go. So I'm getting ready to apply the Babasu Oil Mint Deep Conditioner. It's a protein moisture replenisher for dry and damaged hair. As you can see, I'm opening it for the first time. I wanted you to get a sense of how kind of thick it is, nice and creamy. Now, as I applied it to my hair, I took notice that I actually liked the way it felt. I liked the way it spread. I also like the way it smells. And so after applying it to my hair, I twisted it up, and I did this with every one of the sections. I have a total of 6 twists that I applied the deep conditioner to. Now I'm getting ready to go deep condition. I've shown you many times how I deep condition with the steam cap, so you can click here to see an example of that. Now that my hair is done deep conditioning, I'm getting ready to check the definition, if you will, and to see how much moisture I actually got into my hair. So typically when I take my hair out of the twist, I have really nice definition. This didn't look so well defined, which gave me an indication that it wasn't as moist as it normally is. And here I rinsed out the deep conditioner, and now I'm squeezing out the excess moisture so I can apply the product. And again, this is my low porosity section. So I'm starting with the avocado hair milk. Look how much I chose to start with. But I applied conservatively throughout the section, picking little pieces to apply it from root to tip. So I didn't just like slather it on. And I'm saying to myself, I like the way it feels. I like the way it spreads. It feels good. And easy enough to work with. So you can see, even though I'm working with a large section, I am selecting small portions of hair to distribute the product through evenly. And then I'm also looking directly in the mirror to make sure my hair is fully covered. Now, here's where I ran into a little bit of a challenge. Okay, so that spray nozzle, I couldn't figure out how to open it. I was trying for dear life to try and get this thing to work, and finally, I think I got it. And then, hold on, maybe I don't, maybe I do. Yeah, this is what I went through on that wash day with this spray nozzle. And then finally, when I sprayed it, I was like, oh, this is very watery. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking I would apply it like I did the hair milk. It didn't dawn on me. Well, it's got a spray nozzle, so apparently they do want you to spray it directly onto the hair. So I went ahead and I started to spray it on my hair. And I sprayed a lot of it. Because I'm heavy-handed with product. Okay, so now that I've sprayed all of that, whew, it's potent. I'm saying, yeah, it's a strong smell. Maybe because I sprayed so much of it. Yeah, strong smell. It's very floral, very pretty fragrance, in fact. And again, it does feel good. It feels nicely as I spread it throughout. Never mind my antics because I'm reacting to the strong smell, and plus I'm spraying some more. And so I went ahead, and the way that I applied this is rake and smooth. I mostly did raking with the white peony leave-in. And again, what I'm doing is looking in the mirror to see just how well it's spreading. I'm still reacting to the strong fragrance. And that's mostly because I use so much. Yeah, I'm still reacting to the smell. Okay. Yeah, that looks just like when I was reviewing another product before. I'd said that before. It's a little strong. But I did apply a lot, so and I just wanted you guys to see that. So now I'm going to go ahead, twist this up, and move on to the front section. No, I'm not going to twist it up, no. So now I wanted you to see, I separated the hair, and I want you to see how I applied the gel in small sections. I did 2.5 squirts into my hand for this amount of hair. Looks like I started at the bottom, smoothing. And I am so surprised at how well it's holding my hair. Look at my face. I'm like, ooh, oh, this is nice. This is nice. It's holding my hair. I really was very surprised to see how well my hair clumped together. So that was the first row of applying the gel. Checking it out. I'm impressed. And took down another portion of hair, and that looks good too. So now it looks like I did a little bit of shingling there. And at this point, this is the expression I make when I'm really, really excited or really, really like something. Yeah, it's like peace, joy. And so now I moved on to the front. The front I did pretty much the same way, but I wanted to show you in detail how I applied the product to get the results that I got, which were excellent. So I did spray a heavy amount. So with this section, as well as all the other sections after that first one, I decided to apply the white peony leave-in first as the first layer of application. And I went to town on this front section of my hair, which is a pretty large amount of hair. And I did mostly rake and smooth to apply that white peony. And then now I'm showing you the size of the sections that I used to add the avocado moisture, the milk. And just like with the white peony, I did mostly rake and smooth, and now I'm smoothing it in, making sure I've got complete coverage and those curls look nice and juicy. So I do another division of the hair, adding the avocado milk. I did my rake, and now I'm doing the smoothing, moving on to the next section, and it happens to be the last section. So the front portion of my hair, I just did 3 sections to do the avocado milk. Now when I applied the gel, you'll see I actually separated it into 4 sections. So this section is a little bit smaller than when I added the moisture to do the gel. And just as I did with the low porosity section, these rows of hair, I applied 2.5 squirts of the gel. So I've started with smoothing, then I went on to raking, raking and smoothing, raking and smoothing. And then I finished off with some, I believe I finished off with some shingling to ensure I got good definition. And that's the size of the next portion of hair that I used when I added. First I started with 2 squirts to see if that would be enough. Did my smoothing, did some more raking. And then I realized, yeah, I think I do need some more product. So I went back and I got another squirt. So I shingled the end of that. So as you can see now, I split it into a total of 4 to apply 2 squirts of the gel on the top portion of my hair. I didn't have the finish, but I do have day 3. This is from the video that I put up on YouTube when I was celebrating 20,000 followers. And so you get to see what it looked like in the high porosity section, in the low porosity in the back, and how it moved and how moist it looked. So now again, you're seeing day 6. And then this is day 11, guys. And the reason why it went to day 11 was I happened to be in training during the day that I normally would wash my hair. I was in a 3-day training. And so the next opportunity I got to wash my hair happened to be on this day. Yesterday, Wednesday, was very windy in New York City. I mean, as soon as I got out of the car, my hair would whip around really fast and get caught in my zipper. And I got it caught in my zipper several times here in the front. And so it's been through a lot. I've caught my hair on ornaments that are on my refrigerator, just leaning into the refrigerator to pull something out, and coming up and my hair is caught. And so my hair has been through a lot this week. Yeah, I was really pleased with this wash and go. Even with all that it went through, it felt great. It looked great. It held up very well. So that was day 10 technically. Now I was excited to try it for a second time. I did the exact same combination of products. And this was my outcome on wash day. This is after applying all the product, and this is before air drying. So my hair is still damp and huge. The next day, I actually did the plopping method to see if it would help reduce my dry time. It didn't. It made it ridiculously long, and it messed up the shape of my hair. So this is how my hair looked the next day after using the plopping method and the not so great definition I got, on wash day. So I was preparing to go to work, and I just threw the cape on top of my clothes and started to refresh my hair. And by the time I finished refreshing my hair with water, the Shea Moisture Leave-In Detangler, and the Echo Styler, I pretty much did like 95% of my hair. I should have did the entire thing, but at least I was just trying to get my hair to lay down, and I just kept going until I could get it to lay down. And that's what I was able to do. That was my second time. Okay. That was a disaster. The third time was a few days later on my regularly scheduled wash day. And this is how I looked. I was actually getting ready to go onto Periscope. And so I was just reminding you guys and letting you know I had washed my hair during the daytime. And this was my result. It was pretty big for a wash day hair. Thankfully, it didn't get too much bigger. This is actually the end of the week. The lighting isn't that great. It kind of blew out the detail, but it had great definition. It kept the same definition from the beginning, which was fine. But it was a big wash and go the entire week. And so I made a 4th attempt about a month later, and that's because I did a silk press and then I did another product. So now it's a month later, I'm doing the Mielle Organics for the 4th time, and the result is big hair. Sure, I got great definition, but this was way too big for wash day hair. After diffusing, after sitting under the hooded dryer and diffusing, this is pretty huge. And to make matters worse, by day 3, it got really, really big and just too big. And I'm looking in the mirror like, Mielle, why are you going to do me like this? Why would you treat me like a stepchild? And unlike the first wash and go where it was very windy but maintained, wonderful definition, this wash and go also got whipped around by the wind and became even more disastrous. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So I literally had to refresh this wash and go after this day 3 episode, and I called it the end of my relationship with Mielle Organics. I feel like what happened with me and Mielle Organics was like you go out on a date with someone and you have a wonderful first date, and then by the second date they're really not that interested in you, so they kind of stand you up. And the third date they're like, okay, well maybe I'll consider you again, but then they're really not, their heart is not completely in it. And by the fourth date they're just like, you know what, I was right, I really didn't like you, so that it's over and I'm gonna stand you up again. And that's how I felt like it was with Mielle Organics. Like Mielle didn't want to hang out with me, and I just don't know why. So Mielle Organics was the best wash and go ever, but will not be one of my staple products, and now you know why. And so thankfully I did have an opportunity to try Kinky Curly. I had a great experience with that, so I look forward to sharing that review with you coming up soon. In the meantime, please stay connected with me on various social media platforms, and you can also chat with me live on Periscope on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can download the app to your smartphone and follow me at Embrace M Beauty to get the alert when I'm broadcasting live. And at the same time, I will be broadcasting on Facebook Live, so if you're on the Embrace Natural Beauty Facebook page, you will get that alert at that time. Thank you so much for watching.